Change your defense now. Season 7 of Cosmic Crucible is starting. Joining with me on the phone right now is Juicy. Say what's up, my guy.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going? So, we just got our Season 6 rewards. It looks like Season 7 is going to start on Monday. We've got new room rules. We're going to go over your defense, and then we've also got a super helpful guide that was published by Updog. Link to that will be in the description. Let's get into it. Room 1 is kind of interesting, and I don't know if you want to talk about this because we're hoping it's not going to be bugged. Right now, striker characters, when they are ability block, gain extra damage. Raiders cleanse ability block, and then skirmishers apply ability block. But on the test server and Updog's footage, it looked like it didn't matter. Everything was applying ability block, whether they were healer or not, right? It was really weird, right?
Yeah, so definitely need to fix that because that definitely kind of ruins that room strategy-wise. Because then everyone's just going to run Raider in every single skill or every single person, and that's how you're going to go around that. But right now, it should be, I mean, in text, it should be a fun room to theory craft and burn your ISOs.
Yeah, we're going to burn ISOs in room 1. So, yeah, Raider. You know, it looks like you're going to lead off with a lot of Raiders right there, and that should cleanse the ability block. Of course, Trauma can get around that. Tell me what you're thinking about right here with Extreme and Rogue.
Yeah, so Extreme and Rogue is pretty simple. They're the strongest version of the X-Men. This defense is meant to really just tax the big teams like Cabal and Superior Six, and so that's what this goal of this team is to do. You can't budget counter it very well, and so that's why I'm using the stronger version.
Okay, and that's why we're going to talk about this. It appears that this is going to be an offensive heavy meta, meaning that it's going to come down to efficiency. It's going to be very likely that it's going to be one taps, you know, across the board. It's gonna hard to get defensive wins, correct?
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be very, very difficult to pull a win.
Okay, room 2, which is going to be the raid room, and they did make some good concessions on this, where they added the lower resistance and healing by 50%. It looks like Bifrost is going to be the best choice there. And then so 2 questions for you. How are you going to beat Bifrost if they're put into room 2? And then what effect do you think Spider Society is going to have on room 2?
Yeah, so first answer is there's 2 teams that I think can beat it very well. Hive Mind, if it can punch down, it can beat it with just specialing with Void Knight into Sylvie. And then Pegasus with APOC dropping Kestrel. You basic with the opener Ironheart to get energy so that you can rewind them. That APOC goes, gets a flip, gets some kills. Those are your best 2. I think Spider Society, from what I've viewed is that they don't punch up very well, and so I don't think for the non-Krakens, I don't think they're going to be a viable option in room 2.
Okay. And I want to back up just a little bit. You said using Hive Mind on punch downs against, and you're talking about using Void Knight special into Sylvie to knock back her energy, because if Sylvie pops off, you have a problem, right?
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah,
There's not
you're
a problem.
dead.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. And the way that Hive Mind works is that you've got to knock somebody into red. Once you knock somebody into red, the turn meter just, like everything just starts to fall like dominoes. It snowballs. I do think that people have upgraded their Hive Mind more extensively than their Bifrost. Would you agree that's mostly true?
That's mostly true. I think that the fact that Bifrost is free to play farmable and Hive Mind isn't. When you get into higher EOLOs like mine, you see how big my Bifrost is. If you're not punching up with your my 1 million, my 2 million Hive Mind is going to get crushed by that. So that's not a viable option for me.
Okay, and so if you're coming across a super large Bifrost, you're talking about using Pegasus with Apocalypse, removing Kestrel, right? So taking out Kestrel, because then you could use Kestrel somewhere else, right? Kestrel, and then what are you doing on the first turn? You said you're doing a basic with Ironheart to do what?
So when you basic with any of the Pegasus members, it gives them energy, and Darkhawk needs 1 extra to do his rewind. And so now you can rewind the entire team, and now APOC gets to go before them. APOC's going to get that empowered punch, and you could probably knock out Vol with it.
Okay.
and then it's a lot easier fight.
Okay. So room 3 is interesting, and you pointed out something super amazing is that this is get wrecked nerds if you use Masters of Evil. Masters of Evil on Office explodes this room, specifically Absorbing Man is going to be a pre-taunting tank, and it's just over, right? Pretty much all the footage we've seen is Masters of Evil just blows up this room. Is that correct?
Yeah, because it's not even Exorbitant Man. This is the problem. It's the fact that they all get offense up on spawn. So you open with a Kang basic, and all of a sudden, all 5 of them hit, and then you go
Okay.
back in there. Titania 5 hits. Moonstone's gonna 5 hit. Ultron's even gonna 5 hit, and then you're just things die when that much assist is happening.
Okay, so I didn't even think about that they spawn with offense up. That's right. So it has nothing to do with this on-turn character as taunt gain offense up. That has nothing to do with it. So you did something very interesting, and I do think this is a strong team on defense as well. You just said, I'm going to put the team that will never go away, annoying to kill. This is just going to slow down the Masters of Evil, right? Instead of getting deleted right away, you're going to have to kill a couple of them multiple times. You've got death proofs. You got some issues, right?
Oh yeah, this is the cockroaches of MSF. They refuse to die, and they take a bunch of turns to die. And this is where they're going because this room is irrelevant because of Masters of Evil. If you put anything good in here, Masters of Evil eats it.
Okay, let's go to room 4. We're going to talk about this is the villain room, unstable energy. I feel like they wanted this room to be some sort of like cabal room like that. So this is kind of like a ultimate energies cost 2 less, lower max health by 25%, villain characters, defense and offense. What are you going to do here on defense?
So I'm gonna go with like Sus Hive Mind, just because Super Scroll explodes on your face when he goes first in this room, and so that's a very dangerous thing. And if you get knocked low, then the Hive Mind members go crazy, and you're pretty much gonna lose.
It looks like you're baiting Cabal right here. That's what it looks like to me. You're just basically gonna bait their Cabal. They can't use anywhere else. They have to use this in room 4. Is that the general idea of what you're doing there?
Yeah, well, again, there's 3 main rooms, 1, 4, and you haven't shown 6 yet. So the goal is that those 3 rooms are going to draw Cabal somewhere, and they're gonna probably have one other big team like that Superior 6, and then they're gonna run out of those big teams, and then they have to kind of struggle through the rest. That's probably the only way you're gonna get a defensive win, and at this level. Is if you do something like this, because a bunch of like spread out rooms are just going to get crushed.
Yeah, and I just want to say that Super Skrull gets destroyed by Cabal because he's not going to get that turn meter because of their, all the skirmishers are going to get dropped by Iron Patriot, and then the passive on Iron Patriot prevents Super Skrull from getting all the turn. Cabal just runs over that team, right? Or any team for that matter. Is there anything that Cabal doesn't like just shut down out of the gate?
Oh no, it's definitely an I win button. There's only one team that matches up badly is Superior 6.
Correct.
But that being said, one of the things you want to do on your defense is just a heads up overview. You don't want to incentivize or put too many of the big 3 in one room. You don't want to have Black Knight and Super Skrull in one room, or Apocalypse and Super Skrull, because they shut down all 3 of those members. So you want to not have them all in one room. You want them spread across your defense. Right. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, or you're going to just have scrambled eggs because Masters of Evil is going to blow, or Cabal is going to blow them up.
Yes, and then you said it very quickly, but I just want to say it again, is do not use Cabal against Superior 6, and that has to do with Green Goblin Classics passive, kind of counteracts a lot of the things that Iron Patriot and Leader are doing. What would you do if you came across Superior 6 in room 4? What would you use on offense to get through them?
This I would probably. This has Vulture in it, which Vulture is going to change the game a little bit. But be on the lookout for my video to show you how to beat Superior 6 on offense.
All right, so you're gonna have to head over to Juicy's channel to figure out how to beat this team. That there's a way of cheesing it apparently. And you're going to have to check that out. A link to that will be in the description. All right, let's go into room 5. And this room right here is kind of a nothing thing, right? With blind, lower the character's speed by 5%, armor by 5%. Ultimate abilities apply blind to primary target. What are you going to do here?
So this is where I'm going to put my Black Knight, my out of time team. Just this. Hopefully the room works, but probably not. So this
Okay.
is just where this team belongs on defense.
Yeah, so Black Knight is one of the important 3 characters. So the important 3 characters are going to be Super Scroll, Black Knight, and Apocalypse. So you're going to be using 2 of them on defense, and then you're going to be using Apocalypse on offense. And this is hopefully going to slow them down. Black Knight's a very important character. Then let's go to the very last room. This last room looks like it was specifically designed for Secret Defenders, right? This is the Bleed Robbie room, and it actually even calls out Robbie, right? So I think this is kind of like everybody's going to do something like this, right? So the team that's right here is kind of like the last season with Noir. You are doing a little bit differently. You're putting Morgan Le Fay and Dormammu. What's the thinking behind your defense here?
So one thing I want to take off their plate for is New Warriors.
Right.
So New Warriors can't beat this. Period.
Okay.
And so that's what people really want to use SD into, or they want. That's the main counter for SD right now and Secret Defenders. And so this is a way to shut that down. There's no way that New Warriors wants this.
Yeah, and then the main thing that I think a lot of people were using last season against specifically Noir Secret Defenders was Lizard and Nowhere, and they were moving the Girly, right? We're moving Dagger, and then they go through. But even without it, there's some RNG if it's the same target, right? With New Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So without the Lizard, Noir there is a good place, good spot for him, because he punishes those that put Superior 6 on defense. Because if anything, you may want to pull your Lizard off of room 4 and keep him on offense and put who's it, the Toaster?
Yep. Yeah, you definitely want to keep Lizard for offense, specifically for room 6. Yeah, I think I would. I'm taking Lizard off defense. I'm just telling you that right now. All right. So be sure to head out to Juicy's channel to see the video on what he's going to do up against this nastiness. Also, I just want to say we're recording this on Friday, and I'm going to release this video on Sunday. And I'm hoping that I get to connect with you in Frisco, Texas, as long as you don't have 6 hours worth of traffic. I think you're going to make it. Run 7's going to be there. I'm going to be there with Valley. And the main idea was I'm trying to see the solar eclipse on Monday. Hopefully the weather is not bad, but if you're out in Texas, want to come hang out with us, I think I'm going to stream this. I'm also going to stream the solar eclipse. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yeah, excited for it, man.
All right. Well, head over to Juicy's channel and check out his secret trap teams and how to cheese Superior 6. Bye for now.
Bye for now. That worked well.